Okay, so you've got a business idea, you've thought about a route map, you may have even got started, but how do you market a business? This is one of the questions that I get asked the most in any given week, in any given month, in any given year. So in this little vlog, I'm going to tell you all about some of the ideas, some of the practices, and some of the techniques I use to market my business. No doubt I could probably do a whole series on marketing small businesses and lifestyle businesses, which I'm probably going to end up doing. In this video, I'm going to break down the core basics, the things that you need to understand before you can really go flying forward into the world of marketing a small or a lifestyle business. I'm going to have a look at the techniques that you need to look at, the tools, and most importantly, I'm going to have a look at the key questions that you need to ask before you engage with any marketing of any kind. The question that I get asked is, how do I get more customers? And there's loads and loads of ways I'm asked this question, but really what most people ask me is, how do I get more customers, or how can I sell to more customers? And it doesn't matter what that person's selling, whether they're selling a product or a service, whether it's a pair of jeans or a car or a massage therapy, sports therapy. It might be a medical service, it might be a cleaning service, a plumbing, a trade. It could be anything, but the same question gets asked over and over again. How do I get more customers? And one of the first things that I always pull people back to is, well, who are your customers? Where are they? And what are they doing right now? And until you can answer that question, it's pointless building a website. It's pointless trying to market that website. It's pointless going out on social media and building Facebook pages. Customer identification is the number one thing that you have to do before you even think about starting a marketing campaign. The fundamental question for customer identification is, who are your customers? And it seems like a really easy question to answer most of the time. I'm going to take a couple of examples throughout this video, and the one I'm going to start with is a bicycle shop. So let's make this assumption. Arguably, anybody who rides a bike could be a customer. So every day, our hero Sid sits in his office thinking, I hate my job. At the weekend, he's out on his bike, doing what he really loves to do, which is going cycling. And he thinks, I know, I'll start Sid Cycles. He has a think about who his customers will be, and he thinks, his sister Jessica, she loves cycling. His best mate Dave at his office, he loves cycling too. In fact, even his little nephew Lewis, he loves cycling. Everyone loves cycling, right? So after a lot of work in preparation, getting his suppliers together, getting his act together, his signs, he finds a building, he rents it out and creates Sid's Super Cycles. A month or two later, he's wondering where everyone is. The girls who like cycling, the guys who like cycling, the kids who love cycling. Where are they? Where is everyone? So he goes to see a marketing agency. He's run out of ideas, and these guys know their stuff. They tell him all about the things he can do. He can build a website, he can do search engine optimization, e-commerce, he can do signs, AdWords, social media, logos, all sorts. And a few months on, Sid's still wondering what's going on because his sales are still very low. In fact, he's
beginning to think the whole business will be for sale. He's thinking, where did I go wrong?
Customer identification is the most important part of any marketing process. If you can't ID your customers successfully, you're going to at least waste a lot of money marketing, but worse, you may just market to entirely the wrong people, and that will result in either a very expensive marketing campaign or a very unsuccessful marketing campaign, or potentially both. Marketeers who don't truly talk about customer ID, frankly, don't know what they're talking about. And I've seen marketeers where they fly off going down routes which will never take the customer anywhere based on very superficial information. This isn't going to be successful. The tools of marketing should be dictated by who you're marketing to. Again, this all comes down to customer identification. The questions are quite simple. It's who, in a very real way, are your customers? What do they look like? Where do they hang out? What do they like to do? What incentivizes them? And why are they going to buy from you rather than somebody else?
Sid doesn't give up, goes for a bike ride, and then he remembers his friend Andrew. Now, Andrew has been in business for years and seems to be pretty successful. Andrew takes the call and says, yeah, of course, Sid, come on up. We'll talk you through it. And it's like going back to school. Andrew points out that knowing his customers is really, really important. He asks, what exactly are you offering your customers? What are their real needs? What options are there for buying the bikes elsewhere? What other services do they need? Where do customers hang out? Where do they usually shop? What's their income level? Who else or where else can you buy this product or service? What motivates and incentivizes those customers? What else do you need to go with that product or service? And Sid takes his notes and then thinks to himself, wow, how on earth did I miss all of that? Why didn't the marketeers tell me? And he thinks about girls who ride bikes, his sister who rides a bike, his friend Dave at the office who rides a bike, even little Lewis who rides a bike. And he realizes there are casual users. People buy second-hand bikes. They need repairs. They need accessories. They need a full range. They might need different price ranges. They need clothing to go with the bikes. And does he have to price match? He just needed to know a whole bunch more before he set out on his marketing. So he decides to relaunch the store. Armed with this information, he does a marketing campaign. He gets out there and he addresses all of his different customer needs. He looks at the people he wants into his store, and on the day of his relaunch, the crowds come in.
A lot of people at the start of a business will be basically saying, any customers, I just want more customers. And I hear that all the time. I need more customers. I need more business. This isn't necessarily true, certainly not in the mid to the long term. What you want are the right customers. Identifying who those customers are goes hand in hand with identifying your customers' needs and desires. If you get those two right, the business is going to do really well. If you get them wrong, it's going to struggle.